Welcome to Yellow Skunk Farms. Quick disclaimer, this is a 21-year-old and up channel, so if you're not 21, please leave the channel now. Appreciate it. This is for educational purposes only. So our flowers are day 43 of flower. You know, we had the crash about a little over 2 weeks ago, 16, 17 days ago. So we set back the flower quite a bit. But the terps in here are insane. This is lunar cheese from Luna All Day on Instagram. Got a weird funk. I wouldn't say cheese, but I don't know what it is, to be honest with you. It's different. It's sticky. It's funky. I guess you could say it's a little milky. Maybe a little sour milky. I mean, I guess that would make sense with cheese. This OK calyx over here, though, there's no doubt what this is. It's freaking straight gassy fruit. Every day it changes. Godly day, that is just intensely strong, like fruit, just fruit. I know it looks like shit. It's probably the worst looking plant in here, but the freaking terps on it are insane, and the bud is like a rock. So they're not big, they're just like rocks. The big one over here, the big girl, this is the raspberry deadhead. This is the top. Top is right here. And she's a funky one. Of course, they're all funky, but you touch her, I mean, I just got it all over my arm. It's definitely got a raspberry, like a berry funk, OG funk to it. We really defoliated it a lot. She's starting to dangle quite a bit, you can see. You know, we got a few, you know, it's weird how we get some red streaking in some, and then others we don't get any. I don't, you know, could have been the light. I see it on one side, but not the other. Like over here, and then not on that side. So it just kind of tells me that it could have been during the during the light. That thing smells good. But God dang, a funky berry. Raspberry deadhead, living up to it. So is the OK calyx. The lunar cheese is, it's weird. Those things are maybe have yet to come into their own. It's just, oh, I'm not a fan of the sour milk, but we'll see. This one here, this is the same. This is a lunar cheese stacked beautifully. This is the one that took the most time, but the terps on it, like I said, are sour milk. That one over there is sour milk. This one right here is the same. This one's a little bit more of a sour though. It's been so long since I've had sour diesel, but this is more of like a lemon sour or a milk, like it reminds me of lab, like when I'm making lab, the cheese, the smell of the cheese in the lab. It's kind of got a little milky I don't know, my buds are all fucked up now. So we did defoliate a little bit over here, underneath here. We took a lot of this down, we spread them out, did a chop and drop. We did a lot of chop and drop over there. What's up, guys? You guys are looking good. Pond is crystal clear, water is super clear. Haven't seen any other death. Smells really good in here, actually. What's up, Dig? Come here to me. Show everybody your face, your smiling face. Hey. Get used to the camera, buddy. You ready for something to eat? Huh? You ready for something to eat? Digger's becoming my personal favorite. He's personable. He's got that smile on him, and he's just... I can pick him up whenever I want. Cooter and Scooter, on the other hand. I need that worm. Get that worm right there. Worms are back. I'll come back and fix that. Digger's gonna have a field day. Here you go, Dig. Yum. Don't let him get away. There you go. Oh, there's 2, 3 of them there. Grabbed a bunch of them for you, buddy. You get a feast today. You get a buffet. Going on up into the cave. Nope, bagging out. Wrong cave. What you got, buddy? He's like, motherfucker. Alright, we'll leave him alone, let him eat. So we're gonna be going live today. If you missed our live yesterday, you'll know that if you saw our live yesterday, you know we had some low spots that we had to fix. So this is one of the spots right here. Just a little concrete and some pond shield. Good to go. We had another low spot right here. So we also filled in a couple, raised these little gaps up a little bit. Here, 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 and here. We did over here a little bit, right here, and right here. Oh, and right here. So, and we might end up, you see how this is a low spot right through here? We might end up coming in here with some concrete and raise this up all the way over to there. So we may bring this wall up just a hair. If I can find a couple of rocks like that. I need 2 more basically. Or we just use this rock. I have another one that's kind of small, and then the rest just do concrete. Or we just leave the rock out and just raise it with just a concrete barrier here, smoothed out like a mound, pond shield it. Raise this up a little bit. But we also got the creek flushed out yesterday. And if you notice, we put a couple of rocks up there, especially this is the biggest change. So I stuck that there because we took that was sitting right there. So that, I believe that rock was just too big. It was backing up. We were having basically a backflow right through here. You can kind of see it. So what I did was dredge it out. See how deep we went, and made it to where that water is going to come falling down through there. It's going to hit right here, and then hopefully continue that speed flow right through here. I don't want it to slow. We were slowing up way too much right here. We were backing up right here due to that rock. So that rock was sitting in the hole there, and I piled up sand. It was too much. It was too much. Rock was too big. So what we did was open it up, trench it out. We added some big rocks to the side here. So there's some bigger rocks to that. Once you get that pea gravel and that sand in there, you can then push these other rocks in there. And these bigger rocks, what they do is we stack them on top of each other, and that keeps the water from washing out all our pea gravel. So we need, not our pea gravel, but all our sand and silt. So this will wash down if we don't have enough pea and rock holding it in there. So here's the other rock we put in. See, the water's gonna fill up, hit here and turn. Place some other big rocks up in here to hold that sand and silt. We'll be doing more of that. So we've got the pea. We've got some pea over here. We've got some more outside. When we start the water flow, then once we get the water flowing where it's not coming over the walls anywhere, then we can start placing rocks, and we can start placing bigger rocks. We'll be able to watch the water table rise as we add rock. So we can only add so much rock before it pushes up the water table up over our wall. So the first part is just to get the water table dialed in, get the water flow dialed in, and then we can add pea. And you can see how I've got this open, put the pea on the side. That keeps water from washing down all the sand and silt. So you can see we removed a lot of the sand and silt from through here. That water just washes it all. We added all pea. There's sand and silt in there, but it's on the bottom. We've got our jetties here that we can see. Instead of burying them all the way up, we had it up to here. Too much. We dredged all that out. Dredged it out through here a little bit, but then left this and then dredged it out through there. So that water should come and keep on going until she dumps back in. We got our sidewalls way up high. This will stay wet. You can see we brought it over into the soil. This is going to wick water. As that water flows, it'll just wick that water right on up. Roots will run over to here. Worms will be able to run. We'll have a nice more mulch layer. We're going to bring in some wood mulch that we've got. We're going to compost it right now. Just kind of doing a little quick IMO on it, where I just take the wood mulch that we get from outside and heat it up to about 120 degrees for a day or so, 2 or 3 days. And then we'll just bring it in here and spread it out. Easy peasy. Our monstera over here. You can see our new leaf coming. Told you it was coming. There it is. That's the beginning. And that's coming off of the big leaf. That's 3 feet of leaf. It's almost touching the cannabis now. Look at this. Over the grass. Over the pond completely. Get Johnny outside. I mean, this thing is just stupid. Well, you can see our diachondra grass coming back. We're going to take this leaf, actually. I'd like to pop this leaf off right now myself. Let's see if I can get over here without falling in the pond. Yeah. Look at that diachondra grass coming back. That's on the edge of the creek, too. That was all dying off. All that diachondra was dying off. Just like this over here was dying off. And it's coming back. All from that red light and from that killing off my cyanobacteria, killing off my algae. That chain reaction just crashed the system. But it was a great learning experience. I mean, holy shit. Now I know what to do, how to solve a crash. I pretty much feel confident enough where I can solve any problem that comes up. Of course, I say that we'll probably get some crazy shit going on, but I don't think there's not a whole lot that can go on that we can't fix. Like biology can fix it. If we change the light, we get the power source right, we get the biology right, everything else just is perfect. I mean, it'll dial itself in. We keep the temperature right, humidity decent, everything else just falls right into place. I got to listen to Nick from Rooted Leaf last night on a Zoom meeting, and let me tell you what, my brain is still working that information that he was dropped, the knowledge that is just insane. And it kind of changed the way I think about a lot of shit. I ain't gonna lie. I mean, last night's show was just, I mean, I know it wasn't live, but holy shit. I mean, what I thought we've learned so much about biology and the microbes, and, you know, we're focused on the soil and feeding the soil. And then he comes in and just drops bombs about the, you know, not just electricity, but the power, the energy source. And you know, when he started talking about cars, I was like, fuck yeah. I was like, that's what I'm talking, because that's what I do, because that's how I see things too. And he started talking about little motors and engines and how they work and how you need the, you know, suck, bang, blow, man. That's what I've always preached. Suck, bang, blow. You need 3 key things to make a car engine work. And you need air, you need fuel, you need power. I mean, fuel, air, energy, you know, power source. It's really that fucking simple, but yet it's, when you get into this, whew, I mean, it's insane, the knowledge these plants have. I have a whole new respect for the plant. Not just the microbe, because, you know, he's pretty much convinced me last night that the plant is the smart one here. Like, it is the actual intelligence that's driving everything else. Not the microbes helping the plant. It's actually the plant producing the microbes. The plant is producing the energy. It's the photosynthesis that takes place. The plant is just has scientists just like in awe how these plants have become so intelligent over billions of years or hundreds of millions of years or however long they've been doing it. They have a power, and they've figured out how to turn light, something that is think about it, it's the fastest thing in the universe. Light, it travels faster than anything in the universe, and somehow the plant, every single plant on the planet, not just these, but everything, has figured out how to slow. They say, "Whoa, slow down a little bit. Let me utilize you a little bit." That boom hits this, and the chain reaction of events that happens from light hitting this leaf or these leaves is insanely complicated, but yet beautiful at the same time. I mean, look at that. What does that remind you of? It's so cool that you can literally cut this off and it will grow around, you know? Because there's so many avenues to get to the same place. Same with us. You know? The veins running through my arms. I don't die by cutting a finger off. I don't die by cutting a hand off. Now, I can't regenerate that hand, but I don't die. You know, I continue to live. Just like if I took this leaf right here off the plant doesn't die. The leaf does. Because I've cut it off from its power source. It can no longer photosynthesize, or it probably still is a little bit until it dies off. But, you know, the power source has been cut off. The fuel source. There's no more gasoline going to the fire. And I don't know, I just had my mind blown last night. I was tired, and it was 11 o'clock at night, but then, you know, throughout the whole talk, I was just like, holy fuck. Like my brain was going in overload, and I was just like, these things are actually way more intelligent than we are. He said that if you believed in God, and then God created, you know, man in his image, but he created plants. The plants are the intelligence of his image. You know what I'm saying? Like, the plant is as smart. He made the plant as smart as he is, or she is, or whatever it is. Whatever God is, created the plant in its intelligence. Made it. It looks like us. The intelligence of God looks like this. Looks like this. This is the intelligence. This is how smart it really is, because when you deep dive into it, it's insane. I mean, you're talking quantum mechanics, you're talking just the redox and the freaking the oxygen, and it's very simple. The basics are simple, but when you break it down and get into it, it's so extremely complex. Kind of like a car motor. Like, if you don't know the complexities of a motor, then you don't know. I mean, but when you start researching it and seeing it really is just an air pump. You know, that's all it is. It's pumping air. The more air you can get into it, the faster you'll go. Then you're going to talk about fuel. Okay, so the fuel, now if you're running 85 octane, 95 or 105, or you know what I'm saying, or 85, or, you know, the octane matters. The lights matter. You know, these things, like I said, it was just, you can either drive a Pinto, you can drive a Ferrari. You know, it's it's, it's it gets crazy. Now, this is just indoors I'm talking. The sun is the sun. And the plants have learned how to take the fastest thing on the planet and slow it down and actually turn it into fuel, turn it into food, turn it into fucking energy that they can utilize. And then, oh my God, it's just, like I said, I'm not even smart enough to even almost comprehend it. It's like trying to comprehend the size of the universe, and like here I am thinking about the microbes are everything, and he's like, no, the plant is everything. It's the plant. The plant can fix anything. You just need to put the right plants in the right place, the right time, and you will get crazy results. You know, he was just like, well, we use these different types of berries for, you know, if you haven't checked out Rooted Leaf, check out rootedleaf.com. He sells his products, but I'm telling you, the guy's on another level when it comes to how nature works. And with that being said, we've gone a long time. I had my mind blown last night. That's not hard to do, but last night put me on another. It feels like it put me on another playing field, like I'm playing a whole another game now. That's how influential it kind of was. You know, I was just like, holy shit. You know, I've listened to the guy multiple times, but I've never really. I guess I have more knowledge now that I can actually follow along a little bit what he's talking about. When I first started listening to him, I was like, I can't even, it's like listening to, you know, Japanese arithmetic. Somebody talk about talking Chinese, you know, I have no idea what he's talking about. Now I have a little bit of an idea of what he's talking about, so it really makes a lot of sense. So with that being said, everybody, tune in today at around 10 o'clock, I think. We'll go live around 10. And we're going to turn the pump back on. So, yeah, tune in then, and we'll see you in a few. Peace.